Hey, my name is Lisa, and my dad is super strict. He doesn't let me wear short skirts or makeup. And if I'm home late for just a minute, I am grounded for a month. And there was no way he would allow me to date anyone. So, when my classmate Miles asked me out, I knew that I was gonna have to see him in secret. So when my parents usually left home for their usual Friday night date, Miles came over. And I thought I was so smart, arranging for him to come over when my parents were not home. At first, everything was great. We were talking, laughing, and not doing anything wrong. But then 10 minutes after Miles arrived, I heard the front door opening, and I heard the sound of footsteps. I got really nervous and thought there was a burglar entering our house. But then I heard my dad coming up the stairs, so I told Miles to hide in the closet. My dad started yelling, Lisa, do you have a boy with you? You better not!" He headed to my room and headed straight to the closet where Miles was hiding. To this day, I still have no idea as to how my dad found out he was there. He kicked Miles out, but I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. I wasn't allowed to have friends over when my parents weren't home, especially a boy. And I thought I was going to be grounded, but that wasn't enough for my dad. He placed a big video camera in my room and hooked it up to the internet, so he can watch me anytime from his smartphone. It was just so creepy, and I couldn't even relax in my own room. But when I confronted my dad about it, he said I should worry about more important things, like being a well-behaved daughter. As if that wasn't bad enough, the next day, I received my report card, and my grades were bad, like really bad. It was all C's and D's. I knew my dad would be angry with me, but this time, he didn't yell at me. He said, "Okay, I don't expect you to be good at every subject, but I want you to pick 2 to focus on." I told him I liked English and history the most. "Then I want you to study both English and history every day for an hour. If you get a B+ or better in one of those subjects, I will remove the camera next year." And you can't imagine how happy I was. I gave my dad a big hug. And this was a huge motivation for me. For the next 6 months, I worked really hard on both English and history. And I wasn't allowed to miss a single day of studying. So, even if I was sick, I still had to sit at my desk for an hour and stare at a textbook to make it look like as if I was studying. When it was time for me to get my grades, I was really excited. And I thought I'd done well because of how much work I have done. First, I got my history results, and I got an A+. And I couldn't believe it. However, when I got my English, I got a B. And I was devastated because of how much effort I put into this. But for me, it wasn't quite good enough. When I showed my dad my grades, he was happy about history, but not English. But he said he would remove the camera from my room. So, that was good. But the funny thing is, I kind of miss the camera now. If you know what I mean. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.